So agenda, obviously, if we saw the at, we know what we're talking about today. So we're gonna start with pink ward designations. So if we remember where we put our wards, general like areas of control and stuff like that, we want to put a pink ward in one of those places, and each of us will have, you know, a designated spot where we are going to be putting it to start building the habit of buying a pink and actually putting it on the map, right? Because, you know, that we want to like build up the good habits of like first you gotta like buy the pink board, put it down somewhere, and then the additional building block on top of that would be to like put those wards optimally, right? So we go one step at a time. Um, and then we'll do some discussions about warding, when to ward, when not to ward, because we talked about like how to ward, and the next one would be like when to do it. The next, we'll also review objectives, because I don't remember the last time we talked about that, if it was with the previous team or the current team. And then freezing discussion, the slides that I skipped, and then we'll do a game, woo, and we'll talk about stacking waves and tower dives. So if we actually go to the link that I sent you in the general chat, we see, yes, thank you. So basically, for each of your roles, so for example, Mullen, he'd be top. Just put a pink word down where like you will like it's like a good place to put a pink.
Just
We
one?
get yeah, just one, and then each of us we can just do it at the same time.
Why did I get only view only mode?
Oh, it should
Yeah.
be editor.
I can check
I
through. I can
Maybe
check
refresh it.
through.
Refresh it.
Yeah,
okay.
there we go. Dope.
Okay. Hope, are you here as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, um, what do you think about these boards?
What do I
Wait,
think about these words?
Yeah, what do you think about these boards?
Um, I think this one's fine for top lane. I think like this bush and like this whole area in general is fine for like pink wards. This is assuming all the towers are still up, right? Like
Yeah,
no
yeah.
tower is
So
taken.
an early pink ward.
Yeah. This one, whoever put this is fired.
hmm.
Um,
Fired.
like this pink ward is lazy. Putting this pink ward here is better. Putting this pink ward here is better, right? So those would be like the two spots, or vice versa. Instead of putting it here, you could put it here, put it at the lip of Banana Brush. You could even put it like in here. This doesn't super help mid, so you kind of want it in this area, right?
Yeah,
Because
and
this is where you get approach from.
if you're scared of people clearing this one, you can put it at the tip of this bush, right? This one here,
Yep,
or
closest
like,
to your side.
or this one here, right?
Yep.
Otherwise, bot lane wards they look good, and then support ward is also like like support and jungle wards are very situational, right? You can like
Yep. This is
ward your
fine. This
own
is fine.
jungle or ward the enemy jungle.
Yep. And here would be okay. Here would be okay. So something to bring about with these words, because I know Yusuf likes these words. So something about these, like this word is good. Let's say it's Wukong, right? Let's say we have no words here, and Wukong wants to do this. He goes over the wall. He comes to mid. This word helps me, right? But realistically, if I have a yellow word and in this area, right, and a pink word in this area, right, this whole side of the map is now safe for me as a mid laner. So all I have to do is play this side of the lane, and I'm not in danger, right? So it's just understanding where there's supportive vision with these words like this, right? A yellow word anywhere in here, right? can help you. Like there's the good one here, and then there's like the one where we can only like walk up and do it like this, right? That's fine too. But either yellow ward does what this pink ward would do, right? So this pink ward is really good. Pink ward here, and it's like, oh, well, they're clearing this one a lot. Like, I don't want them to keep walking up and clear this. It's like, okay, well, if this part of the map, like this area, is like where we don't have control, we would just play to the other side and be safe, right? And now we have like this whole half of the lane is like chilling. Or we can, with help, contest vision and approach and decide, okay, we want to come in here, get vision, and then control this river because we're playing for dragon. And so now all of a sudden, this side of the lane is safe, right? So it's just about understanding like what we're trying to do and not just autopiloting our word. Because we just do this, like that's like wow, good word. You know what I mean? Whoopee! It sees the bush. Like it doesn't do anything. Like if you see him here, you could die already, right? This ward is too late to help you. Like it helps you when the support comes up, sweeps the whole river, and then it's sitting here, right? But this ward sees the support and it allows you to walk over here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't like these words at all. I think they're like pretty kind of meh until you're in a position where you're fighting and like this is like your area of control, or this is like what you're trying to fight over. You know what I mean? So until you're doing something like that, these words I actually think are like bad, like objectively not good.
Anyone else have anything to add? Disagree with, or
Yeah, if you disagree, go for it. That's totally fine.
I think it makes sense.
Okay, so the point of this is to identify a place, and I expect the next time when we do scrims, so that like at least like everyone has a pink ward out, like, you know, early, like before mid game happens, before first turret falls. Like I will give that much leeway. Okay.
No, I'm gonna. You're the
Disagree.
boss. Yeah,
Alright.
you're the boss, right? So Rye can be like the nice parent if she wants to here. It is my opinion that if we're taking this game seriously, on our first base we're getting a pink ward, and once we have our designated spots, we keep that pink ward up 100% of the time. And if it falls, like let's say this ward is someone's job, and this is assuming towers are up, right? So because pink ward assignments change once towers go down. But let's say this is somebody's job is this word. When this word is gone, the next time you base, you have to replace it. The only time you can't is if you finish your mythic item or whatever, like you're actually fully completing an item and you can't afford to replace this. That is the only time it's acceptable. You got a refill pot, sell it, get a pink word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in my POV, we should never not have 5 pink wards on the map unless they're sweeping through and clearing vision. And once they clear vision, we have to keep a note of that. And if you base and come back out and don't replace this, you actually fucked up.
We
But
good?
I'm not
We
the
agree?
coach. That's just my stance.
We good? We agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear the nods.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll move on to discussion of like when to ward and when not to ward. You can write your own responses, just like in the left hand side. There's a little text box on the bottom. On the bottom, so you can go ahead and write some responses to that, and we can talk about it. We can like you can type while you talk, but it's just in general a discussion. Before you walk into lane.
Who can think of a time where it's not safe to ward?
When the lane's pushed in to you.
Right? So it's like not safe for you to walk up because the minions are in the way, and you can't like lose the wave. They could have people there. You know what I mean? So you're right. When it's pushing against you and you have to catch the wave. I agree. What is another instance? Somebody not verticality, just to make sure we're all talking. What is another instance when it's not safe to ward? I'm gonna call on people. You're gonna get bullied. Jesus, like rope. When is another time where it's not safe to ward?
I mean, he just took one.
I'm
When
sure
you
you
what?
can think of another one, right?
All right, wait. Let me think of another one then.
So I would argue another time when it's not safe to ward is in like mid game and you're warding alone as support, right? Like your name is Renata and you're trying out to get vision for an objective, and people are Mia and it's just you, right? And there's no homies backing you up, right? Another good example is, let's say, and this is gonna seem fucking obvious, but I'm just gonna say it. Let's say you just watched enemy Viego, the jungler, just cleared your ward, and you haven't seen him leave yet, right? So he could already be in the bush,
Yeah, that's what I
ready.
just wrote.
Yep, ready to get your ass.
Camille buff poggers. Me happy.
Yeah, she actually kind of needs it. The Divine Sunder hit hurt her pretty bad.
It's so fucking bad.
It actually sucks for her right now, which is kind of weird.
It's like the first time in 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think Cassidon needs a buff. I don't think Misfortune or Nocturne need a buff, and I don't think Ezreal needs a buff. Right? I think just as all of Ezreal's bad matchups are meta right now is kind of the thing.
Ezreal's getting a buff?
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm playing in solo
But
queue.
yeah, Nami's Electrocute is getting nerfed, so it's probably not going to work like off rip like that. So as a byproduct, we might see nerfs to Lucian and Karthus from the Nami nerf. Taric is getting a nerf. Azir is getting a nerf. Arya is getting a nerf, and I don't think she needs it. Silas 100% needs a nerf.
Yep.
So does Trundle. Wukong doesn't necessarily need a nerf. Just other junglers are shit, man. Just buff other junglers. I think Wukong is like the bar. This is how good a jungler should be.
World's patch in 2 patches is about to go fucking crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't know. I think the Wukong nerf is a little fucking mid. Like I actually think you could just, I don't know, like buff Skarner, buff Shyvana, like buff all
Yeah.
these other junglers. You know what I mean?
Thinking about how many changes are coming in 12-17, oh my
Buff
god,
Zac.
the world
There's-
changes are going to be so many changes.
Yeah, Stiver nerf is necessary, and Renekton got picked for 4 games and is getting nerfed, which is fucking Lamau.
That's so fucking sad.
Because this champion already sucked, and I was like, man, people are only
They
picking him
just don't want
because he
to
has
let
point
him.
and click. Yeah, he's not allowed to exist.
And he's just boring to watch, I guess, for
I
his pro
know.
No,
play.
they saw him for like 6 years straight, and they're like, nah, fuck this guy. 4 games, he's gone.
He actually just got fucking banished. He showed up literally for 1 weekend after months of being gone and gets deleted.
Ooh,
Kinda-
there's a rel buff too. That sounds fun.
The
Yeah.
fucking Prowler Club and Boig build is pretty fucking cancer, so I understand.
Yeah, it's because you use the empowered W for the extra Bork hit. Yeah.
Yeah, you just get one-shotted.
Yeah. Maokai, Hecarim. Hecarim changes are cracked, by the way. Hecarim
Yep.
is going to be S tier.
Ooh, time to
he-
bring back the pony.
He gets like 30 armor and MR while his W is up.
Does it matter? Everyone does 2 damage now.
Yeah, but like he could even be a laner. Like I could see Hecarim in like mid or top lane.
Bring back Hooney, baby.
It's gonna be like Keen mid Hecarim versus Assassins.
Bro,
Like,
that shit was so funny.
Just
They would
shitting on
lock it
everybody's
down,
like
yeah, they-
said. Yeah.
They would first pick an assassin, and Keen's like, yeah, I got this pick, guys. Crim.
Yeah, I actually think like mid and top Hecarim are gonna benefit from this as well, which is like not
because
okay.
he's the one who originally brought out Urgot mid too.
Yep.
That guy
Um,
just played what he wanted, bro.
Stopwatch GA and Zonia's need to be adjusted. So we'll see what happens there. And like Maokai is pogging the fuck out on the next patch, so I expect Maokai to get picked.
You know
I
what they
told
should
Mark
do
I
for
showed-
stopwatch and stuff? They should
Huh.
just make it so you can't buy stopwatch till 14 minutes.
Stopwatch just shouldn't be an item.
That too.
Yeah, that's fair.
But at least like for a first change, just make it so you can't buy it till like 14.
Like, hear me
minutes.
out. GA shouldn't revive you. Just Zonias and GA should be one item that share a cooldown, and there shouldn't be a stopwatch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They could have the exact same stat line, right? Like AD, armor, whatever, and a stopwatch effect. AP, armor, whatever, and a stopwatch effect, right? And then there should be no stopwatch.
Bro, the fact that Hourglass gives you armor, AP, cooldown reduction, and invulnerability, the item is so stat efficient.
It should actually just be AD or AP plus defensive stat plus the stopwatch and nothing
Yeah,
else.
100%. But
Yeah.
they're right. It's like, let's make this item crazy efficient.
Yep. I'm sorry. We can continue. I'm interrupting class.
No, it feels like people got to put
We
some
got
more
to fill
things
out
in.
the sheet.
Yeah. So we talked. So let's just go through Win 2 Ward. There are a few that, well, mainly just one that I can think of that is missing. So, like, obviously, before you walk into lane, when you're pushing, when you are about to reset, the thing with when you reset is that you can start backing, and then as you are backing, the last possible moment, you drop your ward down, right? So, like, because you can drink pots, you can also scanner and put down a ward when you're backing, and it doesn't interrupt your channel. The only time you would interrupt is if you accidentally clicked outside of your like ward range that you can put. You'll like walk there. You'll cancel reset. Other ones we have are when you need info. When you got no camps up, so there's nothing to do before objectives. Yes. Before you buy sweeper, the thing with that is that if you do like immediately put down a ward, you don't have sweeper like immediately up the moment like you swap trinkets, but it does reduce the cooldown of your sweeper. Like that's why I do the level 1 ward, right? And then you go back to base and swap it for sweeper. If you do that, it's like I think a 30-ish second cooldown for your sweeper. But if you do, it doesn't work the opposite way. So if you're going from oracles to ward, after crashing a wave. So when you think about waves, is that before you start hitting the wave or the wave comes, you want to think about what I want to do after I clear this wave, right? So once you clear the wave, you can go and the options would be like go gank another lane, right? Or go help the jungler, or go get vision, right? And so when you are off the map, the enemy doesn't necessarily know like where you're going, right? So that kind of gives you opportunities to do other things, right? So you want to think about how you want the wave to be before you start hitting the wave, and what you want to do after the wave is gone. Other ones that we missed, if someone wants to if someone wants to add it on, yes, of course, when you have 2 trinket wards, and Pope will yell at you for this, of course. And in addition to that, when you have people with you to go ward, right? So so I guess this can go like in between, is like especially when it's like dangerous to ward, you want someone to come with you. If someone wants to write that, thanks. When not to ward, when you are outnumbered and when you have no lane prio, when enemy laners are missing. We'll also talk more about when enemy laners are missing, part of the object permanence. We'll talk about that next week. I'm like reading a lot of articles about that. When jungle might already be in the bush is basically tied in with when laners are missing. Something else to think about. Yes, I like the bolded, the large text size. But also something else to think about is when like, sure, you have times when you can ward and when you cannot ward. Something else to consider is when can the enemy ward. For example, Lissandra versus Victor, who has push?
Probably Victor. Yeah.
No, Lissandra until he has E
early?
upgrade. Yeah, Lissandra until Victor has E upgrade.
Well, if you think about it this way, right? Victor, he has the only wave tool that Lysandra has, because it's range versus range, is her Q, right? And the like, sure, she can use claw, but like it's not an effective like wave tool, right? And same with like her little radio root thing. I don't know what it's called. Like she wants to, when she wants to like clear waves with that, she'll have to like stand in between, like in the minion wave, and then press it, right? So her primary wave clear tool would be her Q, right? And versus like Victor, he has like, well, he has a Q too, right? And he like,
he just has E.
yeah.
Yeah. So in essence, in this matchup, yeah, Victor has push prio, but Lysandra can choose to body half of her mana pool and spend every button in her kit to like clear the wave, right?
Yeah, I was thinking it's a scenario where like Lysandra trades HP for wave push, because she
Yeah,
just
like
walks up to wave W.
it's
walks
like
back
it's
Qs,
like
and makes
Galio
waves.
could like walk in, like Q auto E reverse E, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
the wave, and like lose 20% health to do it, sure. But the premise is just think about it as like a push prow versus not, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So when do you think, like, let's talk, we're primarily talking about like the first 4 minutes of game. When do you think Lysandra would have a chance to ward?
So, oh, go ahead.
Like pretty much whenever Victor is in the lane or he's doing something, I guess.
Yeah, because if she goes to ward in Victor's face, like let's say the waves are neutral, right? Like neither of those two champs can like very comfortably walk up and ward in the other person's face for free, right? Because like Victor's gonna like spank her bottom, like and outrange her, so she can't really retaliate. And if Victor chooses to walk into a zone she's trying to deny to ward, she can full combo him, right? So it's like both those champs are like going to have to trade with each other to get good wards down. So it's really based around wave prio, or if a support or jungler is there, right? So either when they have push prio or when there is a teammate nearby. So if they don't have push prio and they start coming up on you to psycho ward, you know what I mean? Like the Kill Bill siren noise should be going off in your head. Like they probably have somebody here trying to bait you.
Right, and so like adding on to that, when you think about like matchups, like the best time for either of them to ward would probably be like before, like right before, like the minions meet in the lane, right? So before they actually like have to start laning, just drop a ward down, probably like the Raptors ward, right? So that'd be like the like an ideal time for them to ward, because otherwise like it's about like priority and push and stuff like that, right? So if you like keep them in the lane, then they don't have a chance to like ward, and you would definitely know when and where they went to ward if they do go, right?
Right.
Any comments, questions, concerns, or things to add with that?
No.
Okay. Next we'll talk about objectives. I will go there. So we're back in my screen share now. So just we went through this our first lesson, which was a long time ago. I don't know if Yusuf was here for this or not. But basically just like
I
when
was.
you was or wasn't.
Yeah, I remember this line.
Yeah, so just like take a look at this. If you remember it good, just take a brief look, but we'll just like remember this, bring it back up to like pull the folder from the back of the filing cabinet, put it back at the front. Yes? Okay. Other things is that another review would be objectives, right? So when we want to set up Dragon, so probably at least a minute prior to spawn, you want to talk about priority and wave. So the 3 things that you want to consider is which lanes inherently have priority, which lanes can create priority, because sometimes you can create priority even if you don't inherently have it, by setting up your wave properly. So those three things. And for heralds, you want to talk about that at 6:30, which is a minute and a half prior to spawn. The same kind of discussion, and also if you want to swap, rotate lanes. Right. So when you consider taking late game objectives, we just talked about early game. So late game, the three questions you want to ask yourself is that whether you take the objective or you turn, do we actually want to take the objective? Like an example would be, like if you're sitting on three drakes and you're fighting for the fourth, well, quote unquote fighting, do you actually like want to take it, or do you want to bait the enemy team to come into you and fight them and kill them, right? So for example, team comp wise, this would be like something if you're playing an early mid game comp versus another team who is playing like later, right? And they spike mid game, and you don't actually want to fight them for the elder. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And another one is, do we gain more pressure? Do we gain more from the pressure of taking the objective, or actually taking it? Right. So when we talk about like dancing for an objective, and like that would usually be paired with split pushing, or if you have a wave that is like properly set up, and they're like taking a tower or something, or taking the enemy base, like the longer you dance, the better it is for you, right?
Right.
So this third question goes back up to like the first one, which is, are we a team that wants to take soul point? um the second question you want to think about is what you are playing, your champ and your role. So what does my champion want to do? What is my role as a champion to position in team fights? Like for example, if you're like a Galio, right? Do you want to be tanking the Baron or the Dragon, or do you want to actually be in a place where you're zoning the enemy team? So that's something to think about. Um, so yeah, examples is hitting it or zoning, engaging or peeling.
Yep. Like, I'm Nautilus support. We're taking Dragon Soul. Like, let's say it's like a 3-2 dragon situation, where so the 6th dragon is Soul, and our team is taking Soul. Let's say we're red side. Do you want to just be sitting there in the pit hitting the dragon with your godly Nautilus DPS on one mythic support item? Or do you want to be like in a position to where the enemy team has to go through you, right? Like, I know it sounds dumb, but it's stuff that in those moments, because we don't ever actively think about it, we only passively think about it, that we start to make those mistakes. So it's just really making sure that you are aware of like what your champion's role is and what they should be doing in that moment.
And last question to ask yourself is warding. Where do I set up vision in preparation, or set up vision for possible enemy entrances? Sorry, it should be and or. Sorry, and put down control wards to deny vision and ward for flanks. Right? So, for example, like if the enemy team has a Kindred or like a Graves or a Kane or whatever, right? Something that can go over the wall, you want to put a ward behind the wall, right? So that's setting up for possible enemy entrances, right? Warding for flanks would be like warding behind you or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Quasar, have you had a game yet on either side of this matchup, Kindred and Poppy jungle in solo queue recently?
I have. Not recently. I just
Yeah.
remember losing pretty hard for it.
So, like, regardless which side of that matchup you play, right? The way these objectives work is, if Poppy's team is there first and you're Kindred, you actually can't steal it, right? Like, you can't queue over the wall, you can't blast cone over, because she has W to just gatekeep you, right?
Yep. I mean,
So,
that's
like,
usually how it works with Poppy, from
yep,
like my experience.
yep, that's why she's so fucking good, man. The mobility creep of this game, like where champs just have more mobility, more mobility, more mobility. It's like what has pushed Poppy to be such a premier champion, because she can actually, with a single non-ultimate button press, deny the ability to outplay an objective. Zach can't come steal it. Lee Sin can't come steal it, right? Like if the vision control is good, her W stops them from being able to smite steal. It
Or
is like
force them to
literally,
flash.
yeah. But it like if they flash, she could just convert with E into like a kill on the target, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it forces them to make a bad play.
That's why you'll see people like stop DPS at like 2K. They'll just hold it and like make them choose what they want to do. You know what I mean? And then okay, we've burned the target, so then we just burst it for 1,000 and hit smite. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much like what'll happen on like high level objective takes in that scenario. But yeah, like there are a lot of things that like can be done, especially with the champions that are in meta, right? Like it would be worth a Wukong ultimate to stop a Zac or a Lee Sin from coming into the pit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So making sure our vision makes sense for the situation, not just like, okay, they walk down blue ramp, we put ward on blue ramp. Okay, wards see them, you know, like that's good. But like let's really, really think about it. Like, what is this person gonna do? Like how could a Jin steal this objective, right? Because we've seen that too. So like how could a Jin steal the objective? How can we ward for that? And how can we position to stop him from doing that? Right? Because like people with long range ultimates can also just steal objectives from us. So that's another thing you want to think about, right? Like, oh, enemy team has a Ziggs. Well, we want him to throw the ult before it's like in kill range of the ult, you know? So it's just thinking about all those steps.
Do we have any comments, questions, concerns? Okay, so we're going to look at an example, a premier example. This was one of my solo queue games. Okay, so this is even like a 5v5 scenario, but we're gonna look at a solo queue game, and if like people in my solo queue games can
You've
do
seen
this,
this before.
yeah,
Yeah. Pretty sure I know what you're.
yeah.
You
If
should have
people in
all seen
solo
it by
queue can do
now.
this, I'm pretty sure y'all can do a better job in like a 5v5 with comms. Yes. Okay, so I'll just play it once through, and then I'll play it back a second time.
Is that a Kiana support?
Yes.
Guy's a psychopath.
I don't.
Okay. Do we want to watch it again?
We could talk about it as it goes through.
I
I
Because
think-
it's not a perfect Baron, and Vert, I'm pretty sure you've seen this too, but
Yeah.
there are people in this call that have never seen this clip before.
I was gonna say that like Zinzao points out in chat to everyone he wants to play for the fight, so that's why only him and Draven are hitting it, and the damage from the other three characters minus Tryndamere, because Tryndamere is basically a melee ADC. But Tryndamere has much more zoning power because he can go invulnerable. He can zone while surviving for a long time,
Yeah.
and they don't need his damage on the Baron because Zinzao points out they wanted to play for fight.
Well, I think he was talking about an earlier instance in the game, because this was a while ago. But anyways, we see Kiana on the map. We also see Camille literally just died, right? So I don't remember what their team comp was.
Yeah, they just got Camille and Tribush right before
Yeah.
this clip starts.
So it's Echo, Twitch, Camille, Kiana, and another one.
Yeah. Zinzao points it on chat in like literally like 10 seconds, I think.
It was 30 seconds before the thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're setting up all this good vision, right? And like, so pause really quick, Rye. So this is really important to note. How many people are doing Baron? And they're
Two.
taking it. 2. How many people do we often have hitting Baron?
4 or 5.
Right? Like Tryndamere could be in the pit, going over the wall, coming back over the wall, and staying on Baron, right? But he's ghosting here, and he's just trying to make space. Galio doesn't want to be in a position where, like, he's not helping. So Galio could be in the pit, ready to taunt if they come over the wall, or he could be pushing with Tryndamere to make a choice. But either way, Galio also not hitting the Baron, right?
Yeah.
And Karma just randomly has to like walk up and shield like Zin and Draven, and then play with team, right? Because Karma does like support. Karma does fucking no Baron DPS. You have Shirelli as in a support item, right? Like you're just and you have a staff too, but realistically, Karma should just be like facilitating the people zoning, right? Because she's a great zoner in the spot, and then she can just with her range shield her teammates, right? So Karma should be playing in between wherever Trind and Galio choose to play, right? So if they want to play over the wall in the back of the pit, or if they want to play around this ramp, like both are okay options. And we see Tryndamere and Galio like again solo queue, no comms. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like a little sloppy, but you can see them make like a unified choice. You can play it now. So they're gonna start playing this way, and we've walked up, we've set good vision, right? We have it on top try, we have it right here on us. Even though we're here, it's good to ward this, right? Because Kiana's trying to walk her way through. And we're just trying to make it so it's like unappealing for them to like come in, right? So Galio's now looking to play on Tryndamere like he was waiting for. We've zoned their whole team off, and now right here, they're stuck in a position of trying to do a 50-50. And while they mess it up a little bit, the idea is if you watch, they try to hold the smite until Echo has to ult and cannot smite himself. So Echo smites early for health, then has to ult during his ultimate. He can't do anything, and they smite and take the Baron, right?
Yeah.
So they basically put Echo into like a 1v everyone situation by doing this Baron correctly, right? So Raya is like setting vision here, sweeping here,
Yeah.
they're going to clear out top vision, and Ryan goes up, resets vision there. We get vision over the wall like once or twice. So we definitely invest too much energy and too many resources to actually DPSing the objective. If you have somebody who can tank it, somebody who can smite it, and somebody who can kill it, you don't need more people. You can 2 or 3 man Baron at all times of the game.
Yeah. So in addition to that, like when I'm like walking up here, I'm like considering that they have a Kiana, right? So I know she's gonna try and look for a flank. So I ward behind. I know not a lot of people would have actually like warded this bush, right? Because we literally see Kiana like up there fighting, like looking at the team, right? But I'm considering what's gonna happen in the next like 10 to 30 seconds, right? So I know in the next 10 to 30 seconds, I know for a fact Kiana's gonna come walk down and try to find a flank from the right side of the Baron, right? Into from the tri bush. So I ward this before I head up. And then that spots her, right? Otherwise, she would have been able to get in there for free, right? And all this while, everyone, the only person hitting this right now would just be Draven. Right? Draven and Zin. So,
Yep.
Yeah, the questions that were answered, like, just go through a checklist. What am I supposed to do? Like, what is my. Are we taking or turning? We're looking to fight, right? We are. What is my champ? My champ wants to enable, like, put myself in a place where I can enable both the people like taking the objective and the people who want to fight. And I ward by setting up vision prior to the vision, prior to like them like walking back around us, right? So like warding for flanks and denying vision, things like that, right? I answered all my key questions. So this Baron take is successful. Yes? Any comments, questions, concerns?
Yeah, I think it's important. 'Cause I sometimes see a lot of people like miss this thing, like even like Masters players. So it's really good to like go through those steps, and yeah, it's really nice.
The next thing we're gonna talk about is I'm gonna go down here, and we're gonna look at this graphic. We've all seen this graphic, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We understand what it means, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not really.
Here,
I will.
Jungle doesn't matter.
I'm gonna reiterate really quick on that because I figured that would be a comment. So Quasar, do you ever look at like your lane states before you invade or take a fight in the jungle?
Yeah, usually.
um, I like the usually answer, but yeah. So the idea is based on where the wave is, kind of dictates what you get to do as a jungle, right? Like if your mid laner's off the map resetting and the wave's going to come to his tower, instead of like invading, you kind of just have to hold his wave, right? Or catch his wave if he can't do it, right? Like if
Mhm.
holding it's not realistic, you just clear it yourself, right?
Mhm.
Um, or like if somebody's building a freeze and they need you to come help them break the freeze, right? You can pan the map and see it and identify what's happening, right? So
Yeah.
even though you don't necessarily need to do the exact specific minutia of like wave management that a laner does, everything that happens in the lanes is going to adjust your decision making trees as you go. So this is still important information for you.
Yeah. So, when like depending on where you like the freeze to occur, you want a certain number of extra casters, right? Because the casters are the ones that do more damage, right? And so, if we know the equal minion rule, can someone tell me what the equal minion rule is? If you read the homework, you would know.
It would just like like neutral, pretty much.
No. We'll just go back to it. So it just says that if you have the equal number of both sides of the map, like red and blue, have the same number of minions, it will slow push towards the other side. So, for example, if you have a minion wave that is meeting, I guess, on the blue side of the map, it will slowly go towards the other side because the reinforced minions will arrive quicker compared to the enemies. Does that make sense? If you see that on the map, if you can visualize that on a map, the blue side minions will come faster than the red side minions.
Yep. So 6 healthy minions. Go back to the visual graphic if you don't mind.
Yep.
6 healthy minions for each side. Let's say no cannon, right? Just 6 healthy minions on, let's say, we got some similar colors here for your boy. Not the yellow one, but the one just before the yellow one.
So like the blue one.
Yeah. Well, I'm colorblind, dog.
No,
doing
I'm
my
just
best.
telling everybody else it's blue. I'm helping you out, Poop.
I can tell that one's yellow, and then I'm just kind of question mark pinging the other ones. But so let's say like that first one you said blue, the blue one nearest the yellow. If it's 6 healthy minions, for each side and they meet right there, it's going to start to push towards red side, right? Or 6 healthy minions meeting on the opposite, right, would start to push towards blue side. So if they're in that yellow zone when they meet, it'll hold even. But if you start to offset it from that yellow zone, they will push to the opposite side if they are an equal number of minions, because the wave timer is going to hit sooner from that other side. So it's like building a slow push essentially.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
And depending on where it is in the lane, you need however many additional casters. That's because the sooner, like for example, like the first section we see, right? On the blue side, the green one is that the reinforcement minions have a shorter distance to walk, therefore they will come a lot faster and start hitting the enemy wave, the red side wave, a lot faster. So they start to die a lot sooner. So you need more casters in order to offset the damage. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
When not to freeze. We'll have a discussion about this. Let's go back to the Jamboard, and this will be slide 3. And you can do the same thing.
Who typed that at the same time as me?
It's okay.
Wait,
That means we're on the same page. It's cool.
how do you even type?
You grab a text box and click on it.
The text box is on the bottom left.
Yeah,
The second one from
yeah.
the bottom.
Like this bottom one is the laser that goes away. The one above it is the text box. You make the text box, right? And then you can adjust the size. And then I can right click it and hit edit and I can type here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I can choose
got it.
I can choose to delete that just so it's gone. Right?
My desk is moving up and down while I'm trying to type, and this is really annoying.
Why is your desk free floored? Did you like take a hit of acid before coaching? Like what's going on?
No, I have a standing desk, but when I unplug it and plug it back in, sometimes it gets all fucky for like 5 or 10 minutes, and it's just going up and down.
You've got like a hovering sit stand right now. Yeah, I
Bro,
got you.
it's literally going up from like 30 inches high to just like 45 and going back down, and I'm like, fuck.
Dude, I miss having a sit stand at work. The last IT job that I had, and I had like an office, the company would not let me bring a sit stand. I was like, bro, I will literally install it myself and pay for it out of pocket. Please, I'll leave it here when I go. You can have it. I'm like, if I'm stuck here 45, 50 hours a week, let me have a good goddamn desk. I'll bring a chair too. What if someone steals it? Like, if somebody has the audacity to steal a whole damn desk, let them.
True. They deserve it more than
They
you do.
earned it, bro. Like,
Nah,
honestly.
Yeah, the funny thing about it is my mom, she was like buying me a desk because I couldn't go with
Who's
her.
the stupid
I was in
fuck that
college.
when your jungle is invading? I already put it.
Because when jungle is invading your side of the map, that means the enemy jungler. That's the opposite.
Not the boat jungler.
You didn't specify, so I put
Your
it.
side I meant like top or bot.
Hey man, be more specific next time, Mullen.
I don't want to write the fucking whole last like text out here. Like, what?
So just type when junglers are invading.
Well, yo, this is the best one, honestly. Is this you, Quasar?
Yeah.
You don't know how to.
Yeah, bro, freeze your jungle camps, man.
Wait.
What do you mean? Wait, you can't freeze
Wait.
the jungle
I
camp.
didn't write that.
No, I think that was Rope. Was that Rope?
No. That was it.
No,
Mullen?
someone else.
No, that's not me.
Yusuf doesn't want to freeze mid.
No, that was a good joke, dude.
And you were right.
All
I
right,
mean,
so
this is technically not wrong. That's-
that one's
I
a
mean,
golden
it's not-
one.
I-
Whoever
Depending on
wrote
the player,
that,
yeah.
whoever wrote that gets a star.
Hey, let's go, dude.
Okay, so before an objective, when trying to set up for it as well, when not to freeze, when jungle is invading your side of the map, also when enemy is roaming, when your jungle is invading. So kind of like the jungle thing, it works with like both sides. When you are invading or being invaded, yeah, jungler mentals, right? So I do care if you freeze if I invade. When your support tells you not to freeze, yes. When you want to do something, so like pressure another part of,
I changed it to teammate.
yeah, that's fine.
Aw,
When you
man,
want
Rope,
to do
yell at me.
something,
Yell at me, Rope.
when you want to tower dive, yes. So in a tower dive situation, you would like to stack up waves and then tower dive on the stacked wave. when you can't hold the minions without dying. So you can, so like holding the wave is good, and sometimes you can use the vision tactic. So like going in and out of bush, so like drawing and dropping aggro to kind of like lessen the amount of damage you take from the minions. But definitely when you don't know how to, that one's golden. Anything to add, Pope?
Yeah, I just made one. So if like you're gonna get turret dove, right? Like this right here, like if you see a dive or you smell a dive coming, sometimes you just have to like cry and like hear "In the Arms of an Angel" by Sarah McLachlan play as the minions die at your tower, because you have to just leave if your team can't come help you. You know what I mean?
Wait, if it's not Volibear, then it's better to just keep it frozen so like they can't have minion tank the aggro then start killing you.
What can Volibear do?
I'm saying if it's not like Volley is the only exception because this guy just disabled towers.
Well, there's lots of champs that are actually very good at tanking. So like a Tarek can just come up and start auto attacking the tower, and every auto attack he gets a Q reset. So he could just spam heal and
Yeah.
tank like 4 or 5 extra tower shots. It's actually better than a
Or
Volibear ult if he has the
or
mana.
Echo can just R out. Like
There's lots
you
of
got
champs that can
supports with
manipulate it.
revives. You've got
Renata.
you got fucking Zillion. Like
You have champs that can kill you from over the wall, right?
Jin.
Like if you're a red side ADC and they're literally on that wall
Yeah, I
below
guess
Tribush.
bot lane.
Yeah, so this is I just mean
Pain.
like, you know what I mean? Like if they're sizing you, I made it funny, but like when
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
looking to dive you, right? Like this is not safe.
Because then, in addition to that, like you lose all those minions. You know.
Yeah, because you lose these either way, right? Live or die, you lose these, but now you also died.
Now
Yeah.
you also gave over 300 gold.
Yeah.
I just mean like if it's I don't know fucking Darius Diana and you let her take 3 tower shots, what the fuck are they gonna do? So it's maybe better to like just keep it there and like fucking try the 1v2, win it.
Yeah, there's definitely champs that are exceptions to the rules, right? Like
But
for
yeah,
sure.
it's just like a broad statement.
Yeah. So that would be like on the previous slide where we talked about with even just like when we were setting up for barons and stuff and objectives, it's understanding your role and like what you can do in that situation. Like GP is super hard to tower dive actually, right? Like you will kill him, but he's taking somebody with him like almost every time, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot.
Or like Yone or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of champions that actually make diving them like a nightmare. So if they want to go 1-for-1, that's fine, right? Like that's okay in that scenario. And I don't hate that because GP not only is going to trade kills, but also take part of the weight with him as he goes, because that man is just a money printer. So like there are scenarios where it's okay, like where this is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can bend the rules on that, but this is just something that would be an exception. Like this would be the standard, and what you're talking about would be the exception to the rule, right? Like if we have a mid lane and it's our Elise versus their Silas, like if Silas ever freezes the wave, he dies alone under turret level 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean at least it is.
True.
It's like
Bro,
also when you're like,
imagine. No, you're good. You're good. Go right. Go
Like
right.
you could do the same thing with like think about Set Irelia, dude, right?
Nah, no, I get it. He doesn't
Or
even need
Clyde.
jungle.
Irelia's taking that whole wave with her.
But like like Kled, there's a lot of champs like this, right? So you just want to think about that as just a general rule of thumb. But I just wanted to put this here because it's to have the concept of like if you die, not only do you miss the minions more than likely, but you also died. So you're down the minions and you're down 30 seconds and you gave over 300 extra gold.
Yeah, it also means a lot more for bot lane than top lane because
Yeah.
there's a lot of top lane champs that can turn a dive. Bot lane, it's just pain. You just die.
Well, sort of like
Unless your support is there as well, but usually they're not gonna like hard commit a dive to a freeze with
yeah,
the
like
support
if
being
you're
there.
playing Ash Maokai, it's very hard to dive you. If you're playing any champion in Renata, it's very hard to dive you, right?
Yeah.
So there are champs that can be exceptions to the rule, but this is just something I wanted to bring up. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to spend so much time on
No,
this.
you're
Sorry.
good.
that's okay. But also consider like if that's happening to you, like or if that's a possibility, like maybe hold your wave a little bit further out. under your tower, you know. Yeah, that was just all I wanted to add.
Yeah,
If you get that Kill Bill siren noise, like that little voice in your head is like, man, they're probably gonna build this wave up. Like they're really building up a slow push right now. You got to start telling your team, right? Like, I'm pretty sure they dive me in 2 waves, right? Because you can see it. You'll see it, you'll think it, you'll know it's happening, and you won't say it out loud, right? And that's not an at anyone. That's just an in general. That happens all the time to players. It's like when you want to walk out. I'm gonna just draw this, but like, let's say you want to walk from like Raptors out to the Pixel Brush, and you go to Ward there, and it's like, I think someone's here, right? Um, they probably are. Like, you know that they're here already. Your gut instinct, your game intuition is telling you that, right? And so you're just walking into them to die, right? Because you know that they're there. So it's just kind of keeping in mind, like, if they start like building up a wave, like sharks in the water, and you could tell they're kind of lurking, you got to start telling your team, like, you got 20 seconds, you got 30 seconds, you got, I don't know, it'll take 2 waves to build it up, or in the 3rd wave, like, they're gonna try and dive me, you know. So like, it's this kind of flag is not something that happens in 5 seconds. Like, if we're not thinking about it until the waves crashed our turret and we're being dove, that's a problem. Usually a dive like this, you can identify it even up to like 60 or 90 seconds before it happens. Because sometimes the level 1 jungle start, which way they're clearing, like whether they're clearing top to bot or bot to top, right? Or what the matchups are, you know what I mean? Is it a Volibear, right? So you can get a lot of information if we're actually processing this and thinking about it the whole time. As long as we're not just AFK brain, you can usually figure that out before it happens and can talk about it with your team. Because what's the worst that happens? Somebody comes to bail you out on a dive and they don't dive you. Good job, right? Like
Get
that.
the wave and you don't die.
Yeah, that's like way better than risking it all, you know?
All right, we good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. The next thing we are going to look at is our core JG video. Some of you watched this before, otherwise others haven't, but let's go to this one. Interact. All right.
So before you play it, think about that visual graphic that we just saw a little bit ago, right? Which we can talk about soon. Think about where those, like this right here, put this in your brain, okay? Retain this. Keep it. Close your eyes, open your eyes, retain it, and imprint it on your eyelids. All right, we can watch the clip now.
Okay. Hold on. There should be sound. Unmute. Pog.
Wave away from the tower. This is really cool. Generally, when people try to freeze waves, they pull the creep wave away from the tower. Obviously, you can't do that here because the 2 characters are here, but you still manage to get a freeze off because you use something that is very interesting that I haven't seen before. So I basically want to ask you where you learned this from. I'll fast forward the clip a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I don't know if people saw this, but take a look at what you do here. You punt away the minion. Where did you learn how to do this? It's actually really cool, in my
Is this
opinion.
a game 3?
Yeah, this is game 3.
I learned this at game 3.
Oh, you learned this in game 3?
Yes.
Like,
Core is such a meme.
I fucking love Core, dude. So what did Core do to make a freeze happen in this situation?
He overloaded the other
minion.
team's minions.
Yeah, so go back to that graphic, right? He literally put +1 minion into the zone where he needed to hold a freeze. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He actually just manufactured a freeze on the next wave so that he could start getting out on the map and his ADC could freeze it alone. Like, that's actually just mega Chad, right? Like, that's like the fact that he said I learned this in game 3, like, I mean, go Core, you know what I mean? But realistically, he managed to take a minion that was going to die to the turret and return it to the center of the wave. So this is something a Syndra could do. This is something Alistar can do. There are other champions. A Scion can do this, right? There's other champions in the game that can displace minions and can manufacture a freeze off of what would be a crash into their turret, right? So that's just something to think about. Not every champion can do that, so it is a little bit more niche, a little more specific. But that's like, that's not a mechanics thing. That's just like a brain diff, dude. That's just a core gap, like support to support. You know what I mean? I've never done that as Alistair. Have you, Rope?
Nah.
That's crazy, right? Like that just builds
Yeah.
a freeze for your ADC, and now he can go roam mid and get a kill.
Just like one more thing to add on
This
to
is
that.
really cool. Generally, when
just
people
mute
try
it.
to freeze waves, they
How do I close this? All right. So if you watch it, oh, I guess it kind of moved. But basically, if you go forward a little bit more, you see how the minion is here, right? And then he keeps the minion aggroed onto him so that he drags it with him. You see this? You watching this? Yeah, so he's dragging it with him, right? So that's something you can do even if like you like can't displace minions. But if they're like targeting you, that's something that like you can like kind of do, right? It's like pulling the wave. And so to do that, you want to make sure you don't walk out of like the minion range so that they stop like looking at
It's
you,
like
right?
when you pull the wave level 1, right? It's that same principle, right? To like deny whoever's leashing a minion. You know what I mean? That's literally what you do at level 1, right? So it's the same concept. So even though Core has like a unique interaction with Alistair to save it from the turret and bail it out of that, this is still something you could do. Like when you hold a wave for a teammate as a jungler or as a support, or you pull a wave level 1, any champ can do that. So that's just something to think about.
Any comments, questions, concerns before we move on? Okay. We're gonna play a game now. If you read and did your homework, then you should succeed. But we'll go ahead and I'll go to this page. Yes. Awesome. Let me.
4th slide.
Boggers.
I'm not playing. It would be unfair for me to play.
So yeah, but we'll just follow along with my screen share, because I have it on there, and I'll just. This is how I will. What is this called? Keep track of which
Jeopardy?
ones have been picked. Yes. Okay. I don't know, Pup, if you want to take scores or whatever.
Yeah, hold on. Let me open up text edit. Hold on.
I mean, a spreadsheet would be easy, no? You can just put down what they got and just sum it all up at the end.
What do you mean, man?
Okay, anyways, I was thinking of doing kind of a modified version where if you get it wrong, the next person over can steal the answer.
What?
I think it
Ooh.
I think it should just go until someone gets it right.
Yeah, and it will keep. Should we do increasing or decreasing in value? Let's go decreasing in value, like by half the value, and until someone gets it right. I'm just gonna make a buzzer real quick.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's Yuki, right? That's the extra person is Yuki.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna post this in general chat. Click on it and put your like name so we can identify.
Oh wait, there's a. I didn't even know this existed. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's actually nice.
Better internet wins, I guess.
True.
All right, Yuki, you in?
I got so many fucking things open on fucking tabs.
Yeah, I joined.
Okay, awesome. All right. I'm gonna count to 3 and unlock on 3, and we'll have the person who hit the buzzer first be able to pick the first question. Okay, all right. On when I say 3. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, verticality. All right, pick.
Fuck that shit.
Bro, better internet wins.
Wait, what?
You-
Rum did it so fast.
Objectives for 300.
Objectives for 300. What is it? So basically how it'll work is unlock the buzzer after I've read the question. Same as Jeopardy. All right, go ahead. What is the wave state called when both minion waves are hitting each other equally, maintaining equal minions on both sides, and staying in the middle of the lane? All right, Vert, go ahead. What's your answer?
It's a neutral wave, right?
Yes. All right. Vert has. This was 300, right?
Yeah.
I'll put this over.
I think it said for 100.
Yeah, it said
Oh.
for 100. I wasn't
he-
gonna say anything, but Pope was there.
He
Did
got
it-
scammed. It was
he
the
got
100.
spammed?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened? Hold on.
Do we want to let one person run it, or do we want to like let everybody try and get the next question?
Well, so like basically how it works is that like. Hold on. Let me
I was gonna say you could open the 300 question and like after 10 seconds count down, and then whoever clicks first.
Hold on. Let me check the thing. Why it's not showing up the correct question. One sec. Let me just hide the screen.
Damn. Vert got scammed.
I got you though. It was still 100 points. You did get it right.
I was
but
gonna. I was wondering why it was such a simple question.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't know.
No, it's
why.
okay. It's okay. I personally think that we should let other people pick. Like, it's not you got it right, pick another topic. Or if you get the other topic right, like you got it right, you pick the next one. Everyone can buzz in, because if you let one person answer it, I'm gonna be honest. Every single person here, I'll give Yuki a pass because I don't hound you about stuff all the time, Yuki. But every other person here should be able to answer every single one of these questions. So if we give it to one person and they answer all of them, they could just sweep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
So,
could do it in the sense that the person that answered the last question picks
Like,
the
pick-
next topic, but then
but
doesn't
everybody
buzz in.
buzzers. Yeah.
But then that one person that answered the last question doesn't buzz.
Hey, can
Yeah,
I
yeah.
participate in this group activity here?
Go ahead.
You can watch.
You can.
Fuck
you
yeah,
go-
I can.
You can watch.
So wait, can someone re-explain that to me real quick?
So the person that buzzes in first to answer the question, if they get it right, they pick the next topic, like the next point worth of the question, and then they just can't buzz in for that question.
No. I got it. I can do better than that. Yeah. So right, Vert got it right because Vert won the initial buzzer, right?
Right.
And because all of our players should know all of this information, which they
Yeah.
might not, but good, right? Verticality could technically do the whole board now, right? Because it would be his next question. So now that he's got it right, what'll happen is he'll pick the next topic, and after you finish reading and you unlock the buzzer, everyone can buzz in to try to
No,
answer
that's
it.
what I did though, but he just got
whoever-
it the second time.
Oh, okay. Whoever whoever gets it right picks the next question, and then after Rye reads it, unlock the buzzer. Everybody tries to buzz in. Okay.
Oh
so it's
wait, you did it again?
Yeah, brother, I'm just too fast. I
But
got those
none of
ADC
us even buzzed.
Bro, I got those ADC hands. I'm just too
yeah,
fast.
but
I guess.
I'm explaining it now though, right? So
Yeah.
Vert's gonna pick the next one after Rye reads it. Don't do it before Rye reads it. Do it after she's finished. Buzz in. It's a little bit of a timing game. And then if you get the buzzer, you can answer. If you get it right, pick the next one. If you get it wrong, like the next closest buzzer, if you can see that, Rye should be able to answer it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Are you in here, Reflex?
Wait, when are we buzzing?
my
After
name
you read the
is-
question?
Don't
yeah,
touch
after
the
I
buzzer.
finish the question.
Yes, my name is Space Bishop.
Okay.
Space fish.
Okay.
All right,
so
go ahead.
Now we're gonna go for objectives 300.
Okay. All right. When does the first scuttle spawn? All right, Space Bishop.
What is 315?
Correct.
Can we do so I pick now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can we do objectives 500?
Objectives 500. Fill in the blank. The earliest moment you can use upgraded smite is at, and with cosmic insight rune at. Mullen.
Wait, what? Wait, I won?
Yeah, nobody else.
Well, nobody
tried.
did it. I thought like what?
I'm blanking, and that's the
Wait.
role I play.
What? That's such a fucking hard question, though.
Why'd
You
you
literally-
ask,
That's a
brother?
500-point question.
We literally
I don't
talked about this
fucking know,
though. This
man.
is
I
not
ain't no
information
jungler.
you don't know.
All right,
What?
Mullen. Here's the thing. I won't do negative points from anyone, so it's okay to get it wrong. But there's 2 different times. So if you have Cosmic Insight, it comes out around a specific objective, and without Cosmic Insight, it doesn't come out until after that objective would be taken.
Okay, so normal it's at 9, and with cosmic thing it's at 8 or 7:30.
Yeah, pretty close. I'll give it to him.
He can have partial credit.
I
Yeah,
said
that's
8
actually
at
no.
the
He gets it. He
beginning.
gets it. Yeah.
All right, so
fine.
sometimes like people are like, "What? He smited me!" Like it happens all the time, and it's like, yes, he has cosmic insight. Like yes, he has upgraded smite.
Look, I'm an unfair person. Only gave you 400, Mullen, because I had to give you a hint.
Yeah, get
True,
fucked.
actually.
But you can still have 400 of it.
Yeah. Ah, hard question, actually.
All right, pick.
Oh yeah, me.
We're
Waste
on
states
par.
500.
Waste states 500.
So now I can't
What
do it.
is it called when you last hit minions at the last second, but match damage that enemy champions are dealing to the wave, so that both allied and enemy minions die at the same time to prevent the wave from moving in either direction? All right, Vert.
Freezing.
Correct.
Key timings 500.
Key timings 500. Fill in the blank. Solo laners hit level 2 after this, and level 3 after this. All right, Vert.
So laners hit level 2 after the first 6 minions and 1 melee of the second wave, and they hit level 3 after the first 2 melee minions of the third wave.
Let me double check. What was this? Was it 300 or 500?
500.
Yeah. What'd you say for the second one?
It's after the first 2 melee minions on the third wave. They hit level 3.
There's no almost. It's got to be exact.
Yeah. After the first 2 waves and the first 2 melee minions on the third wave, they should hit level 3.
That's not what I have for the second one. You got the first one right.
Somebody else.
Is it?
It's 3 minion, first 3 minion. Like second wave and 3 minion.
You're not specific enough. All right, Yusuf, try again. Try.
What?
3 melee minions.
Yes.
What? Who the
But
fuck
isn't
is
it-
the
wait,
caster
I
first?
sw-
What?
I swear
So-
it's 2 though. I feel like
Is it
it's
2?
I'm going in practice tool right now. I'm
All
proving
right,
this.
you can check it. I yoinked this off an old guide, so
It might be outdated. 'cause every
might
time
be
I remember,
outdated
it's always
actually
2.
though.
It's 2. I swear it.
All right.
Might
Show
take
me
a
the
second,
money.
so,
All right,
Give
screen
us
share
some proof.
If
You lose
verticality
this
ends up,
point if it's not true.
if verticality gets it right, I'm gonna split it between you two, because you both did technically get it right then.
But they both lose points if that's not true. Especially
Lose
Vert.
all their points if it's not true.
Yep. Agreed.
With no ulterior motive from me.
give me items to clear minions.
I just accepted this as truth. I don't actually know.
You just accepted.
Yeah, I'm like pretty sure it's 2. Like almost 100%.
Just hit the melees out on the second.
Holy shit.
Well, he's full build on the first wave. Like, of course
Yeah.
you're buying that.
I
Okay.
just
No, but
realized.
the level wise, he's like still fine, right? So
Just wait. Yeah. That's
Oh
good.
yeah, no, I'll just wait.
I mean, you can fast forward. No?
Oh,
Like,
Oh shit.
they're all alive. They're all alive. They're all alive.
Yeah,
I
but you had a
All right,
range.
I think we just wait for the next wave. honestly.
I'm not moving.
All
Don't
right.
fast forward.
All right, we said 2 melees.
Wait, is it
Oh!
too late to join?
It's 2. I knew it.
It's 2.
All right,
Wait.
we'll give it to him.
Yeah, they can each have 250 on that.
All right,
They'll
my
split it
bad.
up.
This is bullshit. He's wrong.
Yo,
I
put me
can
on
be
the
wrong
list.
sometimes. I didn't
Put
fact
me in
check.
there.
My bad.
Nah.
All right. You get to pick.
Hold on. I'm done.
Danya, you joined late. I'm sorry. I don't want to have
No
to.
worries.
Miscellaneous 500.
Miscellaneous 500. I have to move the thingy over first.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, tell me Mullen got the minion.
Fill in the blank. Camps respawn after death. Small camps at this many seconds. Scuttle at this many minutes and seconds. And buff at this many minutes.
So what's the respawn timer for
Get
camps?
shit on.
All right.
Why is it always jungle question, for fuck's sake?
Go ahead,
Why are
Mullen.
you buzzing in if you don't know it?
Man, I'm so fucking unlucky. Small camps. What? Brother. I don't know. I actually don't fucking know. I thought you respawn.
Can
I
I
don't
answer?
All right, Space Bishop.
I'll
No,
give you.
No, Danya.
Space Bishop. The answer is small camps. I believe are 100 seconds. Scuttle is 3 minutes, and buffs are 5 minutes.
Wait, that's not how I think it. I thought it was like
no.
the time where they
Wait.
respawn.
The
that's
last
how
one is
many times it
correct.
takes.
The other two are wrong. I fact checked this one. Actually, I actually fact checked it. All right. Who is this? Travis.
Oh, that's me.
Quasar. You
It's
better
not-
get it.
So you got 5 minutes for the buff correct, but he got the other two wrong.
Isn't it 90 seconds for small camps?
No,
What about the scuttle?
Like 2 minutes?
no.
What the misc mean?
Miscellaneous.
Misc is like miscellaneous. Could be anything. Random.
Oh.
Next person is Vert. Gets to try and answer.
Small camps, I think, are 60 seconds. And Scuttle is 2 minutes and 15 seconds, I think.
No. All right, Yusuf.
I tried.
Oh shit. Wait, that was my answer. Okay,
You're the jungler here, right? Oh no, sorry. I'm fucking dumb.
Oh my god, you've been there for
Bro,
one
my
month.
brain
Doesn't
is
even
just
know your role.
melted right now. I'm sorry.
okay, let's say
Look, she saw it was an Elise player. Okay.
Yeah, true.
let's say it's 2 minutes for camps, small camps.
And then Scuttle?
2:30.
Yes, 2:30. And
Okay.
for the small camps, you are close, but still incorrect.
Did anybody get the
Oh.
small camps right so far?
No.
Okay.
Anyone want to try?
Yuki.
Small camps spawn after 75 seconds.
No. Anyone else want to try?
Danya, for fun. How long do small caps take?
2 minutes.
That's what
We
Yusuf
already said
said.
that's an.
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
He was so confident.
I'm guessing.
All right,
was
right.
like-
Let's.
Scuttle.
We can give. So who got the scuttle? That was Yusuf, right?
Yeah.
And who was the original who said buffs?
Mullen. Or no, it was.
no, that was me.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Spaceship.
me.
Space Bishop.
Okay,
Six
so
reflex.
I can give 200 to Reflex and 200 to Yusuf for this. Partial
Alright.
credit.
All right,
What's the
drum
small
roll
camps, right?
answer. 215 or 135 seconds.
That was my next guess, dude.
No,
Oh,
it
I said 215 for Scuttle. Oops.
But yeah, the
who's
most
choosing?
Yeah, the most important ones would be for to note would be the buffs, obviously, and then the scuttle, right? And then you should just have a general rule of thumb. If they're on the other side of the map, like just give yourself like a minute 30 kind of like leeway, and then you just gotta get out of there because they're probably gonna be on your side in about a minute 30, right?
Here's actually a really cool identifier. This is me being a nerd. Quasar, how long does it take you to full clear the first time?
They should all know
Roughly.
this. It was on the slide.
Yeah, but like roughly.
What do you mean by clear?
Like if you do all 6 camps, how long? What time is it in the game?
It's 3:15 roughly.
Okay, and when do the camps spawn? 1:30, right?
Yeah.
So from 1:30 to 3:15, that's what 2 minutes 15 seconds. So as you're killing your final camp, the first camp respawns.
Okay.
Okay. When cosplay Remis.
Quasar said you're like, what?
So remember when I was telling you earlier that the only time I take Krugs is when it's their Krugs?
Yeah.
That's what I mean, dude.
Oh. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I 5 camp and then look for their shit if I'm like a strong jungler. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If I'm not, I just full clear mine and expect somebody to fight me on like somewhere between my 4th and 6th camp. You know what I mean? Like you know
Mhm.
when you're Zach and they're Lee Sin, like they're gonna come try and shit on you between like red and rocks if you're clearing top to bottom on red side or blue side. So it's like around that time, right? So that's kind of what I was suggesting with those clears is like the clears from earlier. This is a little bit private, but it's just worth talking about now. That 6th camp, going and making sure that it's their camp that you're taking because like top lane had push prio and you had like good 1v1 jungle matchup, right?
Yeah.
So your 6th camp is actually his camp and he can suck a dick.
Good.
All right.
Who's choosing? Is it
Mullen
We'll
gets
let
to-
Yusuf.
Yusuf.
I'll-
Okay, sure.
Yeah, Yusuf.
Okay, wait, what's up? Oh, okay. Apply it for 500.
Wu is about to fight Poppy. It is best for red team to. All right, Yusuf.
Fuck you, Yusuf.
To run there and help.
Um. So take a look at the way states and the map in the corner, right?
Okay, wait. Let me.
I'll give you some time to think about this one because you gotta like look at it.
I might need to zoom in. How do I zoom this shit in?
Do you want the Gyazo? I can probably give you the Gyazo.
I
That'll
think
work,
it's
yep.
time for me to answer. Oh my.
Yeah, just post the image in general chat. Some of us have bad eyes. That's fair.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know
Sorry,
if that's.
I'm sorry, Mo.
Oh, okay.
Just have better eyes.
Forehead.
Yeah, my bad, dude. That's like that's highest.
Oh, that's why you don't play League.
Dude, Quasar's out here with one eye doing better than I can. Come on.
Fucking.
Is that good? The Gyazo? Is that okay?
Yeah, because you can open this and zoom in on this.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so
What the question is, Wu and Poppy are about to fight. What is the best thing for the red team to do right now?
like, are they 100% need to fight, or?
They are going to
Like,
fight
Wu-
right now.
Yeah, Wu is going to engage on Poppy in a second. Is the point of the clip? Okay.
Like if you see on the map
Okay.
on the bottom right.
I know it looks like he's recalling, but just for the sake of context, Wukong is about to engage on Poppy. What should red team do here?
And just to
Okay,
note
so-
that Lucian is also dead if you see the little death timer in the bottom left.
Man, stop giving hints.
Literally.
Hey, really? Okay.
I mean, if
Oh,
you don't
yeah,
get it
you
at
just-
this point, fuck
Yeah,
you.
you just go. You just help the Poppy, you know?
No.
I-
Like, no.
This sounded so disrespectful. No, just no.
Alright, so who was next? Was it Mullen?
Yeah,
or
it's
who was
Mullen.
next?
It's
I'm
Mullen.
stressed now. I had the same answer as Yusuf. What?
I can answer it.
Is it more specific? Ryan,
Yeah,
what are you looking
it's
for?
more
specific.
specific.
Okay.
They should
Oh, what? Okay. never mind,
finish
whatever.
off the wave, then go help Poppy.
Yes.
Oh, come
Easy.
on.
Get fucking shit on Yusuf.
I
I'm
feel
giving-
like
What?
that's not specific enough.
Wait.
I'm giving Yusuf 100 of those points. Mullen can have 4.
What? Why?
Because Yusuf did get part of it right.
He got fucking 5 minutes for it.
I feel
That's
like
why I
this
gave him
is-
only 100 instead of splitting it in half.
I feel like the specific answer there is descend Recon and leave Twitch on wave.
Yes, the more specific answer, like Vert can have some points for that because he like brought it up.
Because seeing that Lucian is dead and seeing that Nami is already walking there, it just sends support, so it's 2v2 jungle. And if you looked mid, Silas was really low and Azir was pushing the wave to tower, so therefore Azir has first move and Silas can't go.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just gave you Vert extra points. Like I didn't detract from anyone else. I just gave him extra points there. Verticality, be careful, because if you win Jeopardy and then die under turret, I'm gonna be sad.
Honestly, man.
Wait.
You already know what's gonna happen.
Wait.
So yeah, so
What
the
do you
most
mean,
correct
wait?
answer there.
Yeah,
would
what the
be
fuck
to
are we
leave-
waiting for?
My answer was gonna say just watch Wukong lose 1v1. That's my answer.
Oh my god.
Quasar can have 5 individual points for that.
5.
Okay.
Wait, can I put my input?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
go
let's-
ahead.
I think Twitch has to go because Azir has prio. Silas just got shoved out. I think he's backing right now.
Yeah, he was like 100 HP, but if Twitch goes,
And
he's gonna.
Azir can walk over there and then shuffle over the wall. So that's gonna be a 3v2
They're like
pretty
this is like they're everyone's like level 3, level 4.
Yeah, and
right?
if Twitch goes there, he just dies. He's
Right,
got like
so,
250
like,
HP.
Think about the wave, right? This wave will slow push if he
Correct.
will slow push, right? Because like his wave, like the waves are not going to meet at the middle, right? If you look at it, the
Yes.
blue side wave is already in the middle of the lane, so by the time they meet, they're going to be like what? By the little arrow in the lane, right? So if like Twitch leaves his like if he goes right now, he's leaving his wave in a very bad spot, right? And so like the most correct I would say would be for send Rakan there immediately, and then Twitch will shove the wave and then come help.
Yeah,
How
'cause-
fast can
'cause
Twitch shove a wave?
Twitch doesn't need help shoving wave. He W's the backline. 4 autos on. 3 or 4 autos on each of the melees. Ease the wave leaves.
Okay.
Or you can W the whole wave if it meets.
It is a cannon wave. How
No,
fast
his is the
that
cannon.
cannon
His wave that's already here is cannon. I don't know if that wave is like the cannon.
It should be 4th wave that was arriving, right?
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
shouldn't be the cannon already died under the tower in this point.
Yeah, so therefore Twitch can push the wave without Rakan. Because Nami can't hold the wave because she's going to help.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Yusuf
My
can
bro-
pick.
My
What?
brain's expanding.
Oh,
I
yeah?
got it.
Mullen can pick. Mullen got the
Mullen
most
can
points
pick.
there.
Okay.
Yusuf just dipped. Oh god.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Did he die over there?
He's actually
I'll
up then.
choose Misk.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Alright.
Did you DC here, Yusuf?
Yeah, I actually clicked Alt before. I was trying to pull something else. Okay.
He's malding right now.
Alt F4 Discord.
All right. Go ahead.
Misk 400.
Misk 400. Pick the true statements. When freezing the wave, you last hit at the possible moment. B, match enemy damage on wave. C, if there are 2 additional casters in enemy wave at any moment, the wave will push to you eventually.
Which of these are true? Could
Mullen.
be one, could be multiple, Mullen.
Mullen.
But I'm reading this shit. What?
Okay.
They're all true.
No.
Ooh.
Wait, I already buzzed. What the fuck? I buzzed.
So is it my turn?
Yes.
A and B are true. C is not true because C doesn't apply to freezing a wave.
Yes.
There
Well,
were too many
can
words I
you-
gave up on reading.
Can you explain what you mean by by C is not true?
C is if you want the wave to push towards you. Like if you were the enemy team and you have 2 additional casters, it's gonna slow push to the enemy, so you're building a wave up, and therefore the enemy team's gonna have too big of a wave to freeze if you're bringing in pressure with either a jungler or just a 2v2 standpoint.
Right. So like if we remember the picture, I'll actually resend it.
I'm
Here.
scared. My brain is expanding.
Your brain is expanding. It's just the graphic with the thingy.
Yeah.
So let me just copy paste it for you. 1 second, real quick. Copy image. Where'd it go? Well, anyways, I can't find it right now, but you get the point. Like, with the little graphic we saw, it was like 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So they're like, it's false because you need like at least 3 if it's like at any point in the wave, right?
Yeah.
You need
2 is for specific, 1 is for specific, 3 is at any point in the wave it'll push to you.
I'll just
What's up?
download the thing. Yeah, go ahead, Dania.
if the wave, if it's 4 casters and the wave is really close to your tower, and the wave that is approaching is a cannon wave, it can actually still, or I mean 3. Sorry, if it's 3, it can still push back. You actually need 4 in that case.
Like here, yeah, right. So that's specifically, but what we're talking about is like, the question here is saying like if there are 2 additional casters in the wave at any moment, right? So any moment in the lane.
It was a bit of a bait question or
incorrect.
statement. Yeah, it's
That's
that any
incorrect.
moment.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
so
the
that's why
incorrect
A and B are
one.
true.
So that's why
Yeah.
A and B are true and C is false. So the correct, so it should have been like what is A and B, right? I posted the
My-
graphic in the thing, by the way.
My bad for not being specific on the answer.
No, you said A and B. You got
said
the
it.
points.
You got it.
I didn't say what is A and B. That's
No,
what I was
we
getting.
haven't been policing people with that shit. Yeah.
All right.
Apply it
Rope
400.
has not buzzed in. Does this guy have like 600 ping? What's going on, man? You good?
Nah, bro, I don't know any of these.
Bro, I
You
felt
just
that.
do like me. You just buzz as fast as you can and try to understand it.
All right.
That
So
sounds good.
um,
That's an
Apply it
actual
400.
top laner. Holy fuck.
Can somebody take my support out of bounds?
all right. Who gets to pick?
Me.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Vert got it.
Apply it 400.
Apply it 400.
Poggers.
The following wave freezes.
Get shit on.
Bro.
All right, Mullen.
The
True.
fuck?
It's like true or false.
Mullen, come on.
False.
Mullen?
What?
No.
False?
No.
What the fuck do you mean? No?
Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Just new kills. See
He'll abuse it.
mentality.
Bro, why are we looking at the 2v2s, brother?
Because I needed an example.
Bro, I literally dropped an axe in this 2v2 and I was so fucking mad.
All right, Yuki, if you can explain to me why this wave doesn't, sorry, why Mullen was incorrect. Basically, this wave will freeze. Then you can take the points.
It's because there's 1 additional minion on red side.
Oh, brother. There's like.
Is it my turn now?
You're like
Next,
kind
next,
of there, but you're like not quite there. You know what I mean? All right.
The next wave catches the melee minion in time for the casters to even out the wave to hold it there. The melee minion tanks for the casters while they clear out some of the casters, so the next wave on red side hits the wave at the same time where it is now.
Yes. And also another thing to note is that like the blue minions are like pretty low too, like the casters, right? They'll die as like the wave is coming in, right? So we'll have the 3 additional, at least the 3 additional casters to like freeze the wave, right? Especially since there's the one really full health melee one in the top corner there.
Yeah, because those 2 casters that are low health on red die because the one on the blue side has more HP than they tank. The melee minion tanks for them.
Yeah, if anyone wants to like see, like visually like see it after, just like DM me and then we can like look at the full clip.
Yeah, watch me into 2v2.
Because it would crash if it was unintended over the next couple waves.
Sorry, what?
Maybe freezable would be the better term because it would crash eventually after like 3 or 4 waves if left unattended.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, every freeze crashes eventually, brother, if no one goes to it.
Yeah,
Like eventually, yeah.
like that. Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
All right.
I guess I'll
Yuki.
choose a.
Oh no, that's Vert. Vert gets to pick, right?
Man, Pope's gonna kill me next screw if I screw up.
You got a lot of points right now, bud.
Objective 400.
What three things must be considered to determine if you can set up / contest an early objective such as Dragon or Herald? All right,
Think about there's a lot. So before you answer, before you like jump on a hand grenade here, there's a lot of information. There are more than 3 things, right? There's a shitload.
Right.
What are the 3 like capstone, like most important broad things that you need to determine?
Okay, okay. Do we have prio to do it? Are we like in good health? Like, are we strong enough to actually do it? And did our stupid jungle use might right before the objective fight?
Oh my God, Akita! Actually,
I don't
though,
have smite.
you've never had
Hey,
smite.
Hey guys, let's do this dragon. Oh, my smite's up in 40 seconds.
Yep,
Oh,
that
fuck, I
happened a
guess-
lot. So
Well, I'm
that's-
not playing Jin, so it looks like we can't do it.
Like I like how you what you like said about the priority. Like expand on that a little bit more.
what is priority?
Yeah, like just
if-
expand on what you mean by
like a-
priority.
Like, are you like able to shove the wave and actually come to the objective, or are you stuck under your tower with 3 minion wave that you have to clear? So you're like you can't come to the objective.
Yeah, so I'll give it to him. So what I have written down is which lanes inherently have priority, and can lanes create the priority. And there's one more on this list that is missing. So Danya, take a stab at it. What do I have on here?
Champion. I don't know like the capacity to actually win the fight, assuming that everyone with priority rotates. So
I
like,
said it.
Well, Mullen said that already. So it's something
Okay.
that Mullen hasn't said yet.
I mean, we're already setting it up, so it's not vision. Champion priority. And I guess opposite side objective, like if a soul is coming up, then you prioritize a soul.
It's early objectives.
No, I'm talking
Early
more
object-
so
oh,
like
early
about like
objectives,
early objectives. All right, Vert.
I'll pass it.
I was gonna go down the vision route, but it's setup / contest, so I think that it's like, are we all on the same page about how we're going to like play the fight? I guess. Are we going to fight? Are we going to go for the objective? Are we going to like? I guess that's how I'm thinking about it. But
You're
that's,
not
more
wrong, but
that's more
it's-
situational.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but it's not what I have on the slide. We literally talked about this today too, like
Okay.
at the very
Hold
beginning.
on. Yeah, that's fine. We could just ask the class. Rope, what do you think, man? What's missing? What hasn't been said?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask you.
Why? Because I have 0 points?
Yeah.
You get 3
That's
points.
fair.
Is it HP and mana? If you have that.
Can I go pee? I'll go pee. Let you deal with it. I'll text you the correct answer though.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Because
good.
it's not that there's wrong answers. Mullen did mention like health. Like, are we healthy enough to do
Oh,
the
shit.
objective? That's okay. Because Mullen got points. Like, Mullen got it right. It's just like I said. There's more than 3, right? It's just what are 3 really important ones.
Did he say if you have like a lot of gold?
I'm waiting to see. She is typing currently. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, she's just being pedantic. Let's see what else we see. Hold on. I'm helping you. I promise I'm helping you. I'm not scamming you. She can hear me still.
Mm.
So she's just basically mentioning that priority in a lane and the wave are not necessarily the same, right? Like in a situation like this, like Jin and Karma could move up more easily than like I don't know, like Zeri Yumi, right?
Cog
Like
Lulu.
exactly, right? So the matchup itself is like prio, right? So like is an Azir more likely to move than a Kassadin? Like yes, you know what I mean? And then the follow up, the other part of that is just talking about the wave, right? So not only does the matchup kind of dictate priority on who can move, right, but also the wave. So it's just kind of splitting up and being more specific about the same thing, because we've addressed it as like the wave state is the priority, but champion matchup can dictate that a lot. But we'll give full points for that, like to Mullen, because he did get it right. It's just there's like a little bit more nuance to it sometimes, and we've said all correct answers pretty much from everyone, right? And like Danya said, we're not necessarily talking about vision in this situation because we're like, what must be considered to determine if you can set up contest an early objective. So if we're coming up to contest it, you know what I mean? Like we know that they're doing it. So we're kind of bypassing the vision question, but vision is a good answer, which like we did kind of lightly talk about. But that's pretty much it. If you want, while she's using the restroom, we could take like a little like short 5 minute break and be back at 28 just to get like water and stuff, because once Jeopardy's done we're going to take like a longer break, but she's given us a window to take like a short little water break if you need to.
Did we reveal the answer?
Well,
Oh well,
no
you guys,
angle.
Well, no break now.
yeah, you guys got scammed. Yeah, we got it right. We're done with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe.
Do we want a break right now? We can go take a fast one.
No, I told them that we were going to take a break after Jeopardy.
Oh, after Jeopardy. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, go
Mullen,
ahead.
let's go.
Who was it? I don't know.
Me,
It's Mullen.
my person. Key timing 400.
Key timing.
What?
That's like the ones you always get.
Fill
That
in the
are...
blank. ADC and support hit level 2 after this, and level 3 after this. All right.
Mullen, do you even know this?
Yes, I do.
All right, I want to see if you know it.
ADC and support get level 2 after one wave and 3 melee.
Correct. And the second
And
blank?
level 3 after 2 3 wave and 3 melee.
Yes?
Maybe. You get shit on. Let's fucking go.
It's the first. I didn't fact check this because I didn't fact check the other one.
That is still correct. That is
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Cool. All right. Go ahead.
Wave state 400.
Wave states 400. What is the action of having a wave slowly grow over time, usually over 60 to 90 seconds, without moving forward, and then sending it into the tower called?
Bro, do you guys listen to the rules?
All right. Not Mullen because he clicked it early.
What? And you redid it after?
Yeah, because you clicked it early.
Then I still got it. What?
Yeah, but
Because
you still clicked it
she
early.
restarted it before she finished reading.
Oh, I got it twice. What?
Alright, Quasar, go.
It's
Nah,
it's a
that's
crash, right?
Can I?
No.
Please, can I be next one in
Power
line?
dive?
Danya.
Slow push.
It was.
Yes. Or stacking wave,
my
slow push, same
fucking
thing.
God.
Not the
Wait,
same thing.
Well,
What do we get
Daniel,
for winning this? By the way.
Bro, we're all
Well-
getting scammed.
They're like one builds on top of the other, but you can talk about it.
Yes, I mean, is a slow push the same as stacking waves? Because Danya?
Well, yes, because a stacking wave results in a slow push, so I think they're interchangeable.
Okay.
And a slow push results in a crash unless it's contested.
It's just important to kind of address, right, the little nuance there, right? Like if I say they're building a slow push, right, like you can assume that they're stacking waves up to kill me. But like maybe if I want to dive them, I'm going to say, hey, like, you know, Rope, can you help me stack this wave? Like we don't want to push, like don't hit it. We need to stack this. And then on the next wave, we crash it, right? So it's choosing kind of, it's just a little bit of subtlety in like the dialogue, right? So like choosing when to crash it, because you're building a slow push and stacking it up to choose when to crash it. What could be like a situation like that. So again, being a little pedantic, but I
Yeah.
gave points.
No,
I gave
no,
points.
no, you're good. It's just that like you can like choose if you manage it properly, you can choose how many waves you want to stack, right? Obviously, there's a limit to how many you stack, but you can like stack a few waves, like 1, 2, or 3, right? Or you know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. Anybody who's not on the team, by the way, I'm just telling you how I'm putting this together. So like Yuki, Danya, Reflex, Joe, whoever, if they're not part of our proper team, I'm putting you in one category and combining your points because our team, like any individual player on our team, should be able to outscore you.
Am I still outscoring them?
Yes.
All right, Joe, you can click on the link in general chat to for the buzzer for the Jeopardy.
You cannot click until after Rai finishes reading.
Yeah,
If you
because I
do,
will
you'll...
literally like take a look because I read fast. I will literally see who clicked it before I finish the question.
Wait, so I got it right. So that means I have priority on the next question and answer, or how does
No,
it work?
just the
you just
question.
get
It's
to choose the
priority on
question.
picking the question. We have to
Oh,
buzz in
okay,
after
and I
she
have to
reads.
buzz it instantly. Okay.
After she reads.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, is wave states 500 taken?
Yeah, you can see on the top left of Rai's screen share, she's putting a little like sticky note over them.
Okay. Wave states 300.
What is the term for when your wave has more minions and will take a while to kill the enemy wave, maintaining more minions on your slide and slowly going towards their tower called?
Bro, you guys just like guys.
This
You
time
gotta
I
wait
did
till
it
she's
after.
done reading.
Oh,
Nah,
my bad.
this time I fucking waited.
No, Mullen, no, you didn't.
What? Nah, I always got it first when I didn't. This time I fucking waited.
Dan.
Same thing, slow push.
This one is 1/300. Yeah, this one's slow push.
Okay, nice. That's weird though. Okay.
It's just kind of identifying the difference between a slow push and a stacking wave. Because while they do roughly mean the same thing, if I were to call them out in a game, they might have different implications, right?
That's true. Yeah.
They're this. Yes, they do. Like you, stacking a wave is building a slow push. Building a slow push comes from stacking a wave. But if I say I'm stacking the wave, or I say I'm like it's slow pushing, like I can mean different things by saying it like that. You know what I mean?
It's like same thing, different font.
Yeah.
Okay. Wave states 200.
God.
We're answering the wave states.
It's gonna be another slow push.
What is the term for when you want to kill all minions as fast as possible called? Rope.
Wait, Rope got it.
Oh shit.
Pushing.
Can you be more specific?
I don't know. Fast pushing.
Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's fucking go.
Pick the next one.
Oh, I don't know. Wait. Misk 300.
Misk 300. When leashing, what is the latest time to leave to get to lane? All right, Vert.
Are we talking about in general, or are we talking about both sides, like leashing an enemy buff or leashing your buff?
Assume your buff.
Assume your buff, but if you can give me additional, like if you can tell me the one for the enemy, if you're leashing the enemy, like stealing their buff, then I can give you extra points.
Our buff is 137 or 138, and the enemy buff is 133.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
137. The additional
I did
one
my
is
homework.
137. Proud of
How many
you.
extra points? Does he get 200 extra? 100 extra?
Yeah, 200. Let's go 200.
Okay.
I'm like I feel like Gangplank right now.
True.
Fighting
Money
up
printer, man.
money.
Key timing's 300.
Key timings 300. Fill in the blank. Minions spawn at this and reach the middle of side lanes at this. Mullen.
They spawn at 115, and middle of the side lane it's like 145.
No.
Pain.
Minions spawn in a minute and meet at 155 in the side lanes, right?
There's exact times for this, by the way. It's not about. There are very exact times.
Yeah,
for this.
minions spawn at 1 minute, and they meet at the side lanes at 150. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Or I think it might probably. I think it's actually earlier. It's
Yuki?
Yuki's turn.
Main spawn at 105, right? And they reach the side lane at 140.
Yes for spawning at 105. No for the
Oh, I'm a dumbass. I know what it is now. Danya's turn now.
Oh, okay. 105 and 145. Or maybe okay, no, yeah, 45.
No.
Fuck.
Quasar?
I misclicked. I actually don't know this answer.
Pick a timer. Send it.
128 for middle and one.
Wait, we're
No,
not
we're-
asking
we're
for mid
asking
lane.
for
We're asking for
side
side
lanes.
lanes.
Oh.
Middle of side lanes.
Like they meet in side lane, like top and bot.
Oh, 145?
We already talked about
literally
that.
just said-
Three of us said that.
I honestly don't know.
All right, Yusuf, what do you think?
Wait,
Wait, it's my turn. Oh my.
Oh, my
Oh.
bad. It's rope.
Oh,
Rope,
shit.
go. Rope, go. Rope, go.
It's 135.
Motherfucker. Okay, whatever.
Really close, but not it.
36. Oh shit.
Really
No,
close, but not it.
I'm giving it to rope.
Okay,
I'm giving it to
It's
rope.
it's 138, isn't it?
37.
137.
Yeah, because I was thinking I'm dumb, and I'm like, I just answered the question that was the
Yeah.
answer to this question.
Damn, rope was like gonna fight me, dude.
You want points?
Bro, I need the points. Like,
Yeah,
Rope's like,
I
"You
gave it to you.
motherfucker."
I gave it to you.
Alright, rope choose.
Wait.
So yeah. So I don't think I. Hold on. Yeah. 1 second.
You did cover it.
We've seen it. We've seen it. I promise we've seen it.
Yeah, we saw it.
Well, also, you should probably cover objectives 100 because that was the first question that was answered. Just you know, for reference.
I don't even remember the answer.
That was the one I got scammed on at the beginning of the game.
Scammed.
Okay. Next one. Yeah, I covered it. Isn't it covered? Wave
No,
states?
objectives 100.
that was the
Objectives
first,
100.
yeah.
Oh.
That one needs covered.
Then we
'cause
didn't do
was-
wave states 100, right? Because I covered that one.
No, we didn't do wave states.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I covered the wrong one. All right. Pick one. Rope pick one.
Apply it 300.
Apply it 300. So I'm gonna ask the question first and then play the video, and then right when the video finishes, I'm gonna press the buzzers. So in the clip, it is best to A, fast shove the wave, support and AD carry. B, ask jungler to help shove while support backs for tempo. C, leave it and back immediately. D, ask jungler to help shove wave. So like all three of them.
Oh.
Rope, go ahead.
Wait, can I see the options?
Yeah. How do I exit this? Slideshow.
Wait, I forgot what the fucking wave was now.
Yeah. I'll post this on. Let me grab this link.
Just freeze it to the end of the clip in this screen,
Yeah.
right? Like fast forward it to the end of the.
Yes.
Yeah, like rec size moving up. Is this good enough? Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you fucking leaving, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to explain why, if anyone is confused?
It'll like push back to you, I think. Then you could like freeze it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are gonna base, come back and catch this wave, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Does anyone comments, questions, or concerns about this one?
See, I was
Is-
gonna say that, but then I saw the Zillion was still alive. He's just gonna crash the wave under tower.
He
No,
can't
he's
crash.
not.
He can't crash by himself. Another wave showing up. Jin died,
Does-
and their jungler died.
Yeah,
Level
after
four
Lubac.
support can't clear the wave with double bomb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't. He
level-
doesn't clear
level
it fast enough.
Yeah, level 4 Zillion can't clear the incoming wave with double bomb. So they would actually be able to make it back.
Wouldn't the
Yeah.
wave like kill it? That's a really big wave. It's gonna kill the wave pretty
Yeah,
fast.
that's
Yeah,
also what
even
I'm.
without the Zillion.
But you've got your cannon wave showing up as well, so the
Yeah.
cannon will stall enough time for you to get back off reset.
Yep.
And if Zillion does try to push it, you reset fast enough.
Literally kill him
still
too.
There. Yeah, you
like
just
you're
kill him.
recalling if he comes out to like shove this, you actually just kill him while he comes out to fuck with you. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
he
mean?
would like wait till the recalls finished.
Well, then he fucked his own tempo. You'll
Yeah.
still catch like most, like 90% of the wave. His tempo will be off. You'll be 1v2 in lane.
And
Yeah.
you also, once you catch the wave,
Well,
you
you'll
can
be
just,
1v2, but you're gonna be clearing the wave.
Yeah.
You're gonna be clearing the wave, so he'll be back by the time you're clearing the wave. Like you don't.
If you want to watch this full clip after, like, we
Yeah,
can
but-
talk about it.
yeah,
This
because
guy.
they're.
I remember you again, Danya. I disagree.
Disagree.
Danya, you gotta remember, if Zillion screws his back timing up and goes and stays, then Jin comes back alone, and he can't touch the wave to get any XP or
No,
farms.
here's the thing. If he can crash it, right?
He
it
okay,
doesn't matter
Danya,
because
I'm
you're gonna
sorry,
be
Danya, he can't crash it. Just
Okay,
get
fine.
that through your head.
Okay,
He
fine.
can't.
Rek'Sai
That's
can
what I was
fuck
gonna-
him
that's what I was
over.
talking about. I didn't think.
Yeah.
Zillion can't crash it. Jin
Right.
loses all the XP and farm if he tries.
I'm taking 5 points from Team McDonald's.
All right, Rope, go ahead.
Apply it 200.
Apply it 200. True or false? The falling wave freezes. Rope, go ahead.
False.
You are blue side.
Yeah. Wait.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
false.
answer is pretty.
False. There's so many fucking minions.
No.
Yeah, but your
Wait,
character's
really?
right there. Your character's right there, bro.
Oh no! Like
You're-
if you
you're-
leave it.
Like, you want, like, when you have a freeze, you want the enemy wave to be bigger. Does that make sense? So it
Oh, I was
stays
thinking, like,
in
if
front
you're,
of your
like-
tower.
I was thinking if like you're like not gonna hit it, but like that guy's right there.
No, that's you.
Yeah. So I'm like retarded, but like.
So now I can answer. I think it's true.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead, Mullen.
Wow,
Yeah.
Mullen, you're so smart.
I'm thinking it's true. Yeah.
Okay, can you explain why in addition to that so we're all on the same page?
Because it wasn't false. I mean, wait.
No, like
Good.
why is it true? Like there's a reason
Um,
behind it.
Because wait, the Aurelia is blue or red side?
That's you.
She's blue.
It's just
She's
in
blue.
colorblind mode.
Mhm.
Oh, that's why. So she's blue. So
If you're Aurelia
freeze
here, do
because
you-
they have more minions, so it's like it's gonna freeze. No.
Yeah, so she has one to two additional casters here. Basically two casters here. That would cause the wave to freeze
Yeah.
in her favor.
If you look right next to her, those actually aren't melee minions. Those are caster minions.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like that full health minion right by her, that's actually a red caster, so this freezes.
I think we all need to go get our eyes checked, guys.
I actually thought Rope said true, so my brain is just not here. That's okay.
It's okay. You can try again next one. Mullen, go ahead.
I guess Misk to 100.
Misk 200. True or false? This ward will spot the target dummy.
There.
Bro.
I swear Rope and Yuki answered before.
Yeah, Rope and Yuki clicked it early. Mullen, go ahead.
No. What?
This word will spot.
So the blue ward down there and the target dummy.
Mullen,
Yes,
if you
it
don't
will
get this,
spot
I'm
it.
firing you.
True. It's true.
Good job. Pick the next one.
Objective 200.
Objectives 200. When does the first herald spawn?
Right,
That-
you revealed the answer.
Oh, sorry.
Spain.
All right.
Hey guys, it was 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Definitely not
What
8
is-
minutes.
What is 8 minutes?
I'm not putting points for that one because I gave it away.
She also did. She also did it on the one before it, but I don't think Mullen saw.
All right, go ahead. Pick one. My bad.
Wait, me?
No.
Wait.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Daniel can pick. It's fine.
Apply it 100. Oh, wave state's 100.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
let's
this
see.
guy and his
Wave
wave
states,
states,
oh!
bro.
So
What
annoying.
is it called? What is the wave state called when both minion waves are hitting each other equally, maintaining equal minions on both
Danny,
sides, and staying in the middle of the lane? Yuki.
Wait, did we do this already?
It's a neutral
Oh yeah, I
lane,
thought
right?
we did.
Okay, so we did do this
So
one.
we did do
Objectives
this
100.
one.
Okay,
Right.
I thought when you clicked on objectives 300, it actually went to 100, but it was just the first question.
Yeah, alright, so just open up objectives 100 here, right?
Yeah.
We'll just run it back.
Okay.
It's
He'll
so
get the
sad.
points anyways.
What?
Pick one.
Just do objectives 100 because it's covered.
Objectives,
That's the one that we missed. We just
Oh, okay.
misrepresented it. We got baited by Vert earlier.
I'm just
When
dumb.
does the first dragon spawn? Danya.
8 minutes.
What?
No!
Dumb.
Bro, I know you're a
Bro.
top laner and you don't come out of the top lane. It's not 4 minutes either.
6, 5.
No.
You gotta wait, man. Somebody else.
Rope,
Holy.
rope.
Rope, go.
I don't
go,
play.
rope.
I don't play.
Like 5?
Yes.
Oh, Danya said 8, says
Like
4,
it's the
says
Herald.
6.
Dragon
Top
doesn't
laner.
exist.
Bro.
Objectives don't
Later.
spawn until 8 minutes.
Bro, top lane mindset. What are objectives? What are those? Where are those
What
go?
is the- I never had to fight for first dragon, man. What can I say?
Well, this is your game, right? You play the same game as everyone else.
What? I'm not
think-
playing down there though. But you think I'm gonna walk down there while the enemy's just hitting my wave? Fuck that. We're talking
Alright,
wave
let's-
states here.
Let's push it. Let's do miscellaneous 100.
How does one pull the wave? Mullen.
How does what you
Who
get like
buzzed? Who buzzed?
Mullen did.
you get like the minions to hit you, then you like you go into the bush and you bring them with you.
Yes.
More
So
specific.
take minion aggro and make them follow you.
Make them your slaves.
All
Yeah.
right.
You
Pick
have to
one.
do
Real
all
quick.
If all 6 minis don't hit you, it doesn't work.
We're just talking in general, pulling the wave. We're not talking
Oh,
about
oh,
like
okay. I thought you were
denying
talking about level
the
up.
first
Oops,
minion,
sorry.
right?
Sorry.
All right. Pick, or else I'll pick for you.
Key timing 200.
Fill in the blank. Minions spawn at this point and reach the middle of the lane at. All right. You two
Yuki
clicked
did it in
early.
advance.
Vert gets. Yuki and Rope
Minions-
picked early.
Minions spawn at 105 and they reach the center of mid lane at 125.
You have 105 correct, but
128.
Let me double check the thingy. What is this?
Yeah.
I'm probably like a
200?
couple seconds off.
What did you say for your time?
I said 125. I'm probably a couple seconds off.
You're a couple seconds off.
128.
You're no. Well, you're
Oh, the
close,
fuck.
but not there, Danya.
124.
All right. Someone else shoot another number.
127.
127.
Damn.
7 is a very common theme, guys.
True.
Yeah. So basically, like minions spawn every 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So, if you want to like make your lives easier, you can just remember at like the 30, like the zeros and the 30s. Like if you want to make your life easier for yourself, but this is like the general, like, you know, the concept of it. Pick
Just
one.
choose one. I don't care.
All right, key timings. How long does it take for an inhibitor to respawn? Vert.
5 minutes.
And the last
Rich.
one, apply it.
Apply it.
How many extra caster minions will you need to freeze in the purple zone?
Swear
Quasar.
Travis put it before.
He didn't.
Is it
Quasar.
3?
No.
2.
2. And the last one, Final Jeopardy. I'm just gonna start a timer real quick. We'll give him a minute to answer it.
Are we betting points or what?
Yeah. How many points?
Hey,
How
Pope,
many points are we at, Pope?
Hold on.
Am I over or under 5K?
I'll just let everyone bet up to 2K here.
All right.
Because there are some people without as many points as others, so everyone can bet 2K.
All right,
But
bet
you
2K.
don't have to send it, man. Like some of you are doing well, and if you're griefing, like it's on you.
I feel like putting 500 is a good amount.
But you know, 2K puts somebody in the lead, so you might want to bet some. You know what I mean?
Shit. 1200. Okay, got it.
I'll do 2K.
Actually, whatever Mullen bets, I'll bet.
What? Why?
Because I think you're the one in second place.
No, I think Team McDonald is in second place. They all have their points.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't
So
count
right
but I
now,
don't
right
count them. We're
now,
not on the team.
I'm not gonna say the totals, but right now it's Verticality and Mullen are like really close to each other. Then it's Team McDonald's, then Rope, then Yusuf, then Quasar.
Yeah,
Wait,
whatever Mullen bets, I'm betting.
So we can bet up to 2K?
Up to 2K, yeah.
Okay, I'm betting 2K.
Okay, 2K it is.
Hit that Final Jeopardy button. Where it at, dude?
Yo, what about the rest of the team?
2K.
2K.
Are we just all sending 2K?
We're all sending it.
We're all
Okay.
sending it.
All right.
We're all fucking sending it.
Minion targeting is the category.
GG.
List the 7 targeting priority rules in order, starting now.
I'm the juggler. How long am I supposed to know?
You guys all got shit on, dude. I have actually DM'd this verbatim to people in this call.
You can just DM me the answer.
Holy fuck, man.
Just DM me the answer.
You have.
What does that mean?
All right, nobody pull up the slideshow. That's cheating.
You have
Brother.
60 seconds to type it.
List.
You know, I might give him more time because I'm a slow typer. I'll give you 2 minutes to type it, to think about it and type it. So
Bro,
you got
it's like in my head. Fuck.
you got a minute and 10 seconds left.
All 7 in.
I'll say whoever gets the most of them can have their points, right? Because I doubt everyone's gonna get all
I'm
these.
messaging Rye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Need to move my mic. Time to start keyboard warrioring this.
45 seconds. All right. 10, 9. Hurry up. Just send them to me.
I only have 4, man. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah,
I
just
only
just
know
hit
one.
enter on your keyboard. Whatever you have, send it.
I don't know, man. There's too many. My brain. I've got like 7 in the same headspace.
Like a lot of this, have you ever been trying to CS and the minions randomly, I air quote, randomly veer off the wave and just suicide to your tower? This is in that, why that happens, right?
Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna compile all these together right here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Right, I know it's already almost 11.
Yeah.
And we started at 8:30. What is an appropriate time to stop tonight? Like,
I
what
think
else
we're
do
like
you want to?
almost done here anyway, so.
Okay, sorry that we didn't get like a good break, guys. I do apologize for that. Should have probably taken a break before Jeopardy, but
You
it is
guys
all
got
good.
readings? Oh my.
What? What are you
Yeah.
I
talking
needed
about,
that.
brother?
There's a required readings.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
That's
Oh my
why
god.
we're doing this.
Why am I not notified on this? What the heck?
I mean,
yeah, we gave homework, dude.
Alright, so I'll just post the answer here too.
Yeah, it used to be in our resources in the previous Discord, actually. Yep, right there.
Alright. So, minion targeting every. I'll just reveal the answer. Enemy champions attacking an ally champion. So keep track of how many you got. Enemy minions attacking an allied champion. Enemy minions attacking an allied minion. Enemy turrets attacking an allied minion, and enemy champions attacking an allied minion. The closest enemy minion and the closest enemy champion.
Oh wait, so if you hit a wave alone, oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's why Riot's minion targeting is broken.
True, it's a bad system. It needs to be updated. However,
it's horrible.
Yeah, it's the part that's like really sus is minions reevaluate their focus every few
Yeah,
seconds.
like they just decided to do fuck all.
It's very
Yeah,
sus,
only-
but it can be identified.
Only if a minion of higher priority enters their thing.
Yeah, like
Yep.
a siege minion, then melee minion, super
Yeah,
minion.
and this is also top to bottom, right? Like in
Yeah.
order, this is what the prio is. So let's say like I don't know, the minions are on enemy champions attacking an allied minion, and then they refocus, and now it's going to be enemy champions attacking an allied champion, right? They would switch. Or now no champions are hitting anybody, so it would go to like enemy minions attacking an allied minion, and they change their targeting, right? So that's why you use the brush to like drop minion aggro. That's also why minions will sometimes change priority, because enemy turrets attacking an allied minion are like higher up in priority than other things.
Did anybody get it fully right?
I don't think so, but
Yusuf and Vert were both pretty close.
Pretty close, but not
Bruh, I literally didn't have enough time to type. I added the last thing in after, and I was like, yeah, I know more, but I don't have the time to type it. I just left it. I was like, yeah.
Quasar, I like the effort, man.
He spelled ally wrong.
Enemy attack ally champ.
It's okay. I typed minions target enemy champ hitty ally champ under turn.
I'm just gonna go through like one last thing that'll take like 10 seconds once I load in. It's just that the thing with when you cast wards, please normal cast them. Don't quick cast them. Why? Can someone tell me why?
To get optimized wards.
To be more precise.
So what I said.
You can see the range of the ward.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here. Right, so when you normal cast, I have it as a keybind, but you can also just click this, right? And you see if it's in your range, it'll have like no color, right? And then if you put it over like in a bush, it'll turn green. And if you put it on a wall, it'll turn like red if you don't use colorblind mode, and yellow if you use colorblind mode.
Do you have Parkinson or is the stream?
It should be on the
What
screen.
was that? What
It's
was
the
that
stream.
question?
It's the stream.
Holy shit, Mullen.
I just can't stop shaking.
Your,
Okay,
your, the cursor was going kind of crazy, but it's the stream, Riot. Someone asked if you had Parkinson's.
Sorry.
All right. I have a very like specific question. Is it okay to have it on Quickcast if I'm walking and putting a ward down so it doesn't look like I'm going to ward?
Yeah, right. Like that's fine. But realistically, if you walked, and like position your character in a certain way, like watch Riot, just right click and then do your ward placement while you're right clicked somewhere, right? Like she could drive by this bush and it wouldn't look like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
Yeah. So if you're actually like moving around like a human being with your mouse, you should be able to still drop a word like that. I'll admit I quick cast words a lot of the time, but there are specific words that I will not quick cast, right? And then
Yeah.
what'll end up happening is I'll go to quick cast a word like that one, or like in the actual lane in like ba or something, and I'll actually put it in between the brush tiles. And so I'll get no vision because
Yeah,
there
I
are
see what you mean.
spots in these bushes where you can actually miss the bush because Riot is a wonderful indie company, I guess.
Yeah, small indie company, by the way.
Yeah. So like when I'm quick casting, I'll miss the bush because I don't see that little indicator that tells me I'm actually in the bush, right? So
Yeah.
it'll look like it's in the bush, but it's not, and then I'm like pissed off, and it's my fault
Like
because I
that
could have
one.
just
That one's not in the bush.
yeah.
How the?
Yep.
It looks. It's just right. I hate Riot.
Yeah. Agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's all I had to go through.
Yeah. Danya, do you disagree? You love Riot?
No,
Bro,
I
this,
agree.
bro, this man's a top laner. He doesn't like Riot.
That's
Bro,
true.
I was gonna say Pope's like talking about movement, and I'm like, you've watched me play. I don't move like a human. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, I my favorite part of tonight is Dragon spawns at 8 minute from the top lane. That's actually like that's when Herald spawns. Yeah, that's when all objectives are active on the map. Correct? You have
Yeah,
8
that's
minutes.
when the game starts.
8 minutes.
When does the game start? 8 minutes in.
That's actually insane how off I was. That's just how fucking tunneled I am on the lane.
That was the most top lane answer. I love that.
But yeah, that's all I had to go through today. I'm going to do some more research.
Who wins the final Jeopardy? Anyone? Do they all lose and I just use their regular points?
You can like Yusuf and Vert like have like pretty close, so you can give it to them.
I can give them like partial credit.
Yeah.
Just give us half. Just give us half.
Yeah.
This is incorrect. But yeah, so basically just schedule a time with me, preferably in the next few days, to talk about your personalized individual program plans. And next time we'll talk about object permanence.
Object permanence.
Bro, Danya, you need to be there for that one.
Dude, no, I'm an expert on object.
The main thing for this is that I think we've proved that we actually know the information as a team. Looking at these scores, like we actually do as a team know this information. And anytime one of your teammates doesn't know that information, you have the ability to relay that to them, right? And if they don't know, we can talk about that after the game. But during the game, it's kind of like on our teammates to like, if you see somebody fucking up, like just mention it, man. Like you don't have to be like, wow, you're a piece of shit. I can't believe you didn't freeze that wave. It could be more like, hey, I'm roaming. Like you have to hold this. Like don't let it move past here and like ping. You know what I mean? And we've done that. Like so making sure that we're actively using this information is the important part. And so when we talk about object permanence, that's why like we've talked about this before. That's why I think it's like the thing we struggle with the most. The information is there, we have it. It's applying the information and retaining it, using it in the moment, and without our horse blinders on, like not hyper tunneled on what we're doing, and actually just using like our heads a little bit in game, and like legit, we know all this information. I'll do point totals now though.
My ADC brain isn't that small, guys.
Wait, didn't I bring up that exact term like when I was flaming someone in
What?
game?
Object
I remember
permanence?
like, yeah, I was like the jungler went back in the bush, and the enemy guy just like decided he could walk up, and I was like, wait, this guy has no object permanence. Like he thinks if the jungler isn't on his screen, he's just
Probably.
non-existent.
Agreed.
All right, yeah, but if you gotta go, you can go. I have to play some solo queue, so
You
Like,
have
long-
to.
I have
or
to.
Decay games.
Yeah.
Deciding if it's a good idea to play solo queue or not. I feel like it's